A global citizen is someone who self-identifies first and foremost as a member of the human race. They exist in every country and among every demographic. Every single one of the major challenges we face, from poverty, climate change, gender inequality, can ultimately only be solved by global citizens demanding global solutions from their leaders. But how did we actually go about recruiting and engaging those global citizens? We used the universal language, music. We launched the Global Citizen Festival, and we persuaded some of the world's biggest artists to participate. We made sure that these festivals coincided with the UN General Assembly meeting so that leaders who need to hear our voices couldn't possibly ignore them.
Turning now to global citizens' fight to defend the planet and defeat poverty. This year's 10th annual festival is set to take place on September 24th in New York City and Ghana, with a star-studded lineup. It is the largest world movement dedicated to end extreme poverty. And this year, global citizens are calling on world leaders to help relieve crushing debts, close the climate finance gap, empower young girls, and alleviate the global food crisis. And joining us now with a special announcement, Global Citizen CEO, Hugh Evans.
Hugh, thank you so much for being with us. As always, we followed what you've been doing through the years and have been so moved by you and your friends across the world community effort to end poverty, to end extreme poverty, to fight climate change. And now, of course, you've got some more specific goals this year. One of them, empowering girls. Talk about that.
Well, firstly, I just want to say a huge thank you to yourself, Joe and Mika. Without you and the Morning Joe team, Global Citizen wouldn't be what it is today. And so thank you as we celebrate our 10th anniversary of the Global Citizen Festival for being such extraordinary partners on this journey. This year, we're thrilled to announce that the Global Citizen Festival is coming back to the Great Lawn of Central Park, headlined by Metallica, by Mariah Carey, Charlie Puth, as well as Rosalia, Maneskin, Jonas Brothers, hosted by Priyanka Chopra Jonas. And then we're also simultaneously going to be here in Ghana, West Africa, headlined by Usher, SZA, Stormzy, Her, Thames, Sarkodie, Jackie, Stoneboy, an incredible lineup of artists to unite the world behind the urgent issues, as you said earlier, of empowering girls now, of taking climate action now, and ending extreme poverty now.
Talk about Ghana. Why Ghana? The importance of that to the global citizen community.
Well, this year, Joe, marks Ghana's 65th anniversary of its independence from Britain, and it's also the 20th anniversary of the African Union. Ghana has long been a beacon of hope and democracy for the West African region and of economic growth for across the world. But in light of the war in Ukraine, the COVID-19 pandemic and climate change, Ghana is now crippled by debt. It's servicing 30% of its entire budget in debt repayments per annum, which is just absolutely unsustainable. So we need to take urgent action now to strengthen the Ghanaian economy and support ultimately of those who need it most, those living in extreme poverty. And so we're uniting behind this mission together. That's why the world's greatest artists are coming here to Ghana, as well as our home on the Great Lawn of Central Park, really to unite the world. And the good thing about the Global Citizen Festival is you don't pay for your tickets. You earn them through taking action. So I want to encourage everyone who's tuning in to Morning Joe to download the Global Citizen app and start taking action today as part of the movement. We don't need your money, we want your voice.
I love the way Global Citizen operates. It really changes the game and draws especially young people in. Mike Barnacle, just as I toss to you, I know you have a question for Hugh, but I love the focus on empowering young girls, because often that solves the other problems that is on Global Citizen's agenda.
It's a huge issue, Mika, huge issue, especially in areas where Hugh is and where they're going to operate in Ghana on Global Citizen Day. Hugh, I'd like to know from you the impact that the war in Ukraine has had on global citizens, on the impact of the shutdown or shrinkage of grain exports from Ukraine as a result of that war. What kind of an impact has it had on your organization?
It's a great question, Mike. Well, we know a couple of things are true. Firstly, it's had a huge impact on the global refugee crisis. And we launched a campaign in partnership with President Ursula von der Leyen this year focused on the urgent issue of addressing the refugee crisis. But as you said, it's also affected the issue of global food security. That's why, as part of this campaign, we're seeking to tackle the issue of global food security head on. And there's two ways to address it. You firstly, as you said, need to address the urgent issue of getting grain out of Ukraine and accessible to those across sub-Saharan Africa. You also need to make sure that, because Russia has been such a huge provider of fertilizers, you're missing out of hundreds of millions of tons of fertilizers at just the very moment here in Ghana where the planting season is about to begin. And that's why we need to make sure that we support IFAD, which is the International Federation for Development and Economic Development, to make sure they can provide smallholder agricultural farmers with access to fertilizers immediately. But then we also need to make sure that Africa can return to be the breadbasket of the world that it once was. So we need to look at the short term as well as the long term, and that's what this campaign is all about.
All right. CEO of Global Citizen, Hugh Evans, thank you. Great to see you.
Live from Ghana. And, of course, the 10th Annual Global Citizen Festival takes place on September the 24th.
And also Central Park.
In Central Park.
Back in the park.
Back at Central Park, as well as Ghana.
Wonderful.